I'm going to tell you a story about a miracle that happened more than 500 years ago. Pay close attention. You're going to love this story. A long time ago, on the new continent, as America was called, shortly after the colonizers arrived in Mexico, there lived a simple man named Juan Diego. His life changed significantly when he decided to abandon his worship of the Aztec gods to be baptized as a Catholic. Those who knew Juan Diego could tell that he was a humble and virtuous person. He was a quiet man who enjoyed nature and talking to God in his prayers. One cold December morning, Juan Diego got up before the sun to get to church on time, since it was several hours' walk from his house. Since it was winter, he wore a tilma, a blanket worn like a cape to protect himself from the cold. Can you imagine having to walk barefoot for hours to get to Mass? That's exactly what Juan Diego did. Walking to church that morning, something shocking happened. Juan Diego suddenly heard the beautiful voice of a woman calling his name. "Juanito, Juan Dieguito," the voice called. Astonished, Juan Diego looked around and saw a beautiful woman surrounded by light standing on a hill. It was the Virgin Mary. "Listen to me, my son. I'm the Virgin Mary of Guadalupe, Mother of God. I want you to build a temple in this place, where I will be mother to all those who come to me. Go to the Bishop of Mexico and tell him what you have seen and heard. Tell him that I have sent you as a messenger to make this petition." Juan Diego, although he felt very honored, felt worried. How could a simple man like him convince the bishop to build a church? But he trusted the Virgin. So he went to the bishop and told him everything. The bishop, surprised by the story, asked Juan Diego for a sign to be sure that the Virgin Mary had actually appeared. Happiness lit up Juan Diego's face as he climbed the hill the next day. His mouth fell open in surprise when he got to the top, amazed to see a field of beautiful roses in bloom in the middle of winter. "Collect the roses, Juan Diego, and take them to the bishop. They will be his sign," the Virgin told him. When he opened his tilma to show the roses, there was something even more shocking. The cloth was covered with the image of the Virgin Mary, which had formed miraculously from the rose petals. It was an image of unmatched sweetness. She was dressed in a blue-green veil, studded with stars like a clear night sky, surrounded by golden rays. The bishop and everyone who was there fell to their knees, awed by the miracle. That was how the bishop ordered a temple to the Virgin Mary of Guadalupe to be built. And Juan Diego left his tilma with the image there for people to see it, marvel at it, and believe in its miracle. Juan Diego spent the rest of his life telling the story of the apparitions of the Virgin Mary to all the Aztec people. After this miracle, millions of indigenous people converted to the Catholic faith and started to believe in God. That's why he was canonized. He was the first indigenous saint. Saint Juan Diego died in 1548 at 74 years old. He became a symbol of faith and humility. He taught us all that it doesn't matter how humble we are, we can always be messengers.